Hi, I'm K.C Mitchell, coming from Ridgeview Elementary School in Yakima, Washington, part of Yakima School District. And my 5 tips are going to be about social emotional learning. Tip number 1 is that you need to have a comprehensive plan in place for school discipline and supporting students. At Ridgeview, we use the PBIS system, and we've really found success using that system with our kids, really focusing on positive behavior and how we can adapt students' behavior to become more positive over time. The other thing is, with the PBIS system, I think you have to get your staff bought in, and so having to work with staff and get them to understand the system and how the system will help them and help kids. So tip number 2 is that you really need to advocate for resources. So in our school, we did a really good job of trying to advocate for our students and their social emotional needs, which then allowed us to get a social emotional curriculum in place, and we were able to acquire a second counselor to help out. The third part of that, which was really important for us, was advocating for the space to have a calm room, which is something that really helps kids understand and learn better how to have those social emotional skills. So advocating for your children, both for materials, curriculum, and space. Tip number 3 is that I really believe no school can do this by themselves, and so one of the things that we have done a lot of is to work with our parents, work with our local community agencies, and to work with our school district to really bring together the resources that our students need when they are struggling with things like homelessness or emotional issues, or they are dealing with trauma in their lives. Really getting those 3 groups of people together, the parents, the community, and the district, to come in and work with us to support our kids as best as possible, really makes a big difference in their lives. My 4th tip for folks out there would be, you just have to start. You have to try something. Really what we find with children who have pretty severe social emotional problems is that our standard forms of discipline just don't work the way they used to. And so you have to really work hard to figure out what are some different things we can do to make school successful for all of our kids. And so for us, it was just trying things, gathering data around those things, and then figuring out whether it was working or not, and then what would we try differently, or what would we not do the next time. And so I think the most important part of tip 4 is try something. The final tip that we would offer from Ridgeview is that you have to have perseverance. And that really means for us, just when we face a problem, looking at the whole child, looking at the community resources, trying to figure out exactly how we can help this child be more successful. But when things don't go well, because sometimes things don't go well, really sticking with the plan, changing the plan, adapting the plan as necessary, and knowing that we can make a difference for this kid. So really sticking with it, but having the perseverance to not do just the easy thing, but to do the hard stuff that makes a difference in children's lives. Perseverance. So these were my 5 tips for social emotional learning, and I appreciate that you were watching. Thank you.